Welcome to this video where I'm going to take you through the different rock types and how those rock types are formed. And the very first rock type we're going to look at is igneous rocks. Now these are actually made mostly deep inside the earth. So deep inside the earth we have such high temperatures that rocks can actually become partially molten. Actually they can be partially melt, but they become fully molten. And this would be called magma. So this is molten rock in the earth. Now sometimes this may come to the surface, maybe through a volcano erupting or something, and this would form lava. So this is molten rock outside of the earth. And when this molten rock cools and solidifies is a really key term that we need to know. So it solidifies. It becomes a solid rock, and this is called igneous rocks. Now, the size of the crystals depends on the rate at which this magma or lava has cooled. So, for example, if it's cooled in the earth, this is going to cool very slowly. So this is going to produce large crystals. And this actually forms intrusive igneous rocks because it's formed in the earth. If it solidifies outside of the earth, the outside of the earth is a lot cooler, so it's going to cool much quicker. So that means crystals don't have as much time to form, so we get small crystals. And this is extrusive igneous rock. Now some examples of igneous rock are things like granite. Granite is a really good example of igneous rock. The next rock type is sedimentary. Now this is formed from little pieces of rock and sand, pebbles, stones, sediments basically. So it formed from sediments. And this is going to form mainly in the oceans. Now if you imagine that rivers are going to be transporting a lot of sediments along them, and then imagine they get deposited inside this ocean, you start getting them layering up in your ocean. You start getting lots and lots of layers, and these sediments start piling on top of each other. And this causes a lot of pressure, and it starts getting a lot compacted down there, and that compaction and squashing starts forming this rock. And chalk and limestone are examples of this. These are both made up of calcium carbonate. But also with sedimentary rock, any animal remains or plant remains could form fossils. And this is why sedimentary rock is the rock type where you are likely to find fossils in it. Also, seashells might add calcium carbonate into this rock. The final rock type is metamorphic. So metamorphic rock, it's metamorphosized, it's changed. So you get from one type of rock to another. So this is due to heat and pressure. and this heat and pressure causes new crystals to form. So for example, chalk or limestone, let's say chalk, under intense heat and intense pressure can form marble. So when this happens, the grains in the chalk become new crystals that interlock really tightly. This causes this new type of rock called marble, which is a lot harder and a lot stronger. Now rocks are also susceptible to erosion. Erosion is like the wearing away of it. Sedimentary rock is the rock type that's most susceptible to erosion. Right, that was a very quick run through of the different rock types. In another video we're going to focus on calcium carbonate, but that's the end of this one. Good luck in your exams.